Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful day. My name is Christian Israel, and you are tuned in to Long Some Short Some, which is the first section of our morning show, Christ and Crypto in the Morning, that goes live every day at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. If you're watching this section later, it's because we upload each one of the sections that we do after the morning podcast up on YouTube and other podcast social media streaming platforms. The first one is Long Some Short Some, and this section that we're talking about right now, we're going to discuss technical analysis with the markets. And if you want to know more, we're going to look at the news sections later in another upload or later on in this live show. So since we have a lot to talk about today, a lot of action, a lot of nervousness in the market in general, a lot of nervousness. Let's kind of just look over what's happening in general. So right now, of course, Bitcoin is at 38,425 and number one. I'm not going to go, I guess I'll do what I do every time. Let's just do it because some people might want to hear this. 38,425 is where Bitcoin is trying to hold a very major support right now. Same as Ethereum and the rest of the crypto market, period. So let's just go. 28,038 is where Ethereum is sitting in the number 3 spot, BNB at 387.03, and the number 4 spot, XRP at 61.8. In the number 5 spot is Solana at 87.68. Terra Luna at the number 6 spot at 83.79. Cardano in the number 7 spot at 79.17. And we have Doge in the number 8 spot. Man, that's a lot of I see a lot of stable coins making its way to the top 10, which blows my mind. Like, why do we care about stable coins at the top 10? I don't understand. Dogecoin number 8 at 13 cents. Polkadot at number 9 at $15 flat. That's nice. AVAX sitting at 60.87, also known as Avalanche. And Shiba Inu is kind of outside there, somewhere way down there, somewhere below half a penny. All right, so let's dive in and see what's happening with these markets. So there's been a small rejection this morning to open the market. So I mean, I know we're not super in a rejection area, but in the regular NASDAQ, we had a pump. And I'm going to go ahead and go big screen for you because you guys don't need to see me. There we go. Let's fade that to screen. Boom. All right. So now we're on the big screen here. And what you need to see here is we're kind of come up to resistance. We're in our do or die areas for both the Dow Jones. I'll show you. The Dow Jones and the NASDAQ composite. Okay, so I'll zoom out so you can kind of get a good idea there. We go on the 4 hour here. And I notice a mixed bag here, so let's just get a good idea of what's happening here. All right, so you can kind of see. This is what I'm expecting, okay? And why is this such a big area? I explained it yesterday, that if the NASDAQ does not hold this area and we actually break below, right? Like we really do break below, then we're coming down here to 11,000, which is another 1,000 something, almost 1,500 points less. So what have we done in this position? Knowing that we are in massive support, and if I'm going to make a side bet on which direction we're going to go, I'm going to bet long on support, period. I can't short support. Now, I know we're in resistance at some certain targets here, right? Like the daily pivots are running up against resistance on the backside. We're kind of in between. However, guys, I think it's important to really understand that if this area just doesn't hold, we're just looking at massive down movement, like across the board. So if you're going to long something, like this is the moment to do it and just have a tight stop loss. And that's kind of what we did in a couple assets, Amazon being one of them. Longed Amazon. I sent out an alert for Amazon. For you guys that don't know, by the way, we do calls. So if you're interested in being a part of a calls group, I sent one out. One of those is the Amazon call this morning. Been looking at this as a back test. So we got in right down here at 65, right as the opening happened, boom. And we're going to see if we can ride this up to these targets up here, back up to 299. So $2,900 on the Amazon line. So I just think after big pullback, and I'm going to show you guys real quick. Look at this. This is Amazon. Amazon pulled all the way back to the bull flag breakout back test. And all I hear in there is bull flag breakout back test. It's like I hear BC Backer in my head consistently. And one of those things he looks at for his trades is the bull flag breakout back test. And that's what we have here. And, you know, bull flag. So you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the bull flag breakout. And now we've come to a back test. As I drink my coffee here. So yes, this is a very scary moment. It's coming on down, but this is what we are looking at. And that's no different. And I'm going to go to another one for you. ARC Innovation is kind of in the same world here. We're back in this same. Let's see if I can get you here. Here we go. We're back in that same area. Now, I had a long for 47.75, and I don't know, I didn't hit send. Let's just be honest. I did not hit send. Just because, yeah, you know, we all get a little weird out. Like, I'm like, at the bottom, I don't want to do everything long, but I'm going to do some things long. And one of those is Amazon. ARC, we'll see, because ARC follows what? ARC mainly follows crypto. So if crypto really breaks through, then the ARC Innovation is going to fall another 30% from here. Another one we looked at, Netflix. Netflix, as you can see, is also all the way back to the same area of a breakout back in December 2017, which I think is pretty interesting here, actually. And what I wanted to bring to your attention here is that Netflix, I know this is what we see here because this is on buyer alerts, but this is Bitcoin, and you see Netflix, okay? As Netflix went up, look at this. As Netflix has gone up for the most part, Bitcoin has gone down. And then as Netflix continues, there's no difference. Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down. However, my point here is the breakout is from when the last full bull market was done, right? I mean, Bitcoin's bull market's now, we're in a bear market retrace. But the top of the bull market in 2017 was the breakout point for Netflix. So I think that's important to see. If you're kind of getting to some stocks here, it's a good place to be maybe. We're looking. I mean, if you're going to do it, there's a back test. I can't think of another better time to get into it. And, you know, it's the pandemic over. I mean, the pandemic, Netflix was at 480. What was it 2020? Yeah. March of 2020. So March of 2020, let's see where that is. April, March. Okay, boom, right here. So let's go back. Here's the pandemic. Okay. And we are officially what? Directly below that. And this shoot up here. I know it looks a little red, so it's a little scary. We're going to see if this holds. I'm kind of watching it right now. Scary, scary sell-off in the morning because that's what these things like to do. And we'll see if this turns around in the afternoon. But we're trying to hold this area here. So this is why I did not set out a long for Netflix because this needs to hold. We had that reversal yesterday, but this honestly just needs to hold. So we're looking at that. Let's go ahead and pull up Bitcoin. Where's the Bitcoin that I want to pull up, though? So Bitcoin did not, and this is a previous chart, right? Let me get rid of volume, guys, so you guys can see this. And make it a little bigger for you. I'm going to get rid of that because that no longer applies, but this still does. So I expected Bitcoin to break down here. It did not break down here, but it did break down to here. So let's do this. Let's take, let's see, I wonder if I can click on multiple things, huh? Oh, wonderful. Now let's move that. Going to take this formation and we're going to move this a little bit. So I had this, okay, to here. And then I said it would break back down to possibly there. And then from there I said we could go to here And then from there, I said we could go to here. So the question is, will that play out? Like, this is what we're looking at. So if this right here, as this breaks down the parabola, right? This just broke down the downward parabola. So, oops. So let's zoom out so you can kind of get a better idea. Look. So there's your parabola, right? Now, all it does is show, look, support, and then it's just acted as resistance, acted as resistance, acted as resistance, right? And it continued to break down resistance there and force it. But what do we have? I kind of want to, so we get a good idea of the colors here. I kind of want to be completely wrong about this. I really want 38 to hold. I do. I want to be wrong. I would like to be wrong. But this is what we saw. However, again, back to my parabola statement, or inverse parabola. You see it acted as rejection, broke out, and then rolled the bottom of it. And now we're breaking out, heading this section, which could mean, right? Because this is, look at this overhead. Like, it came back down, boom, whoop, and it's kind of been there since, when it break? January. Since the beginning of the year. This has held us down, and we have finally broken out of it. So the question is, will we go down first and then fire up out of here? So we are watching this very, very closely today. Very, very closely. Why? Because Bitcoin is also broken its upward channel, and it's working its way to the downward channel. And if you look on this 3 hour, let's go into 2 hours so we get a little more. There's some downward pressure here, but on the upside, look at this. There's no volume. So this is just being pushed down, right? From here, that big sell, it's being pushed down without volume. And that's what bothers me so much when I see these. There's no volume in the push down. There's no sell off there in the push down. So the question is this going to keep selling off? Is this going to break on down? You have a massive volume there. This is ETH. I'm going to get rid of this because we're looking at the long here. I did send out an alert for an ETH long in this box right here. I think 45 was the intro, 28.45 yesterday. So what is this? The hourly chart. So this was yesterday. So somewhere in here, okay? I know that's where I set the alert. So we're going to see if this is going to roll back over. Why did I do that? Because this is in an upward parabola, right? And it's finished a down move. So we just have to use our brains here and look at the TA and say, man, my emotions feel like this is going down. Emotionally, I'm like down, 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 down. But when I look at these charts and I look at what, right, like what I see, I'm like, man, there's the parabola. It hasn't broke yet. So until it breaks, I can't say to short it. So I got to long the support. Like, that's just where we are as far as the trade is concerned. So we are looking, keep moving that. We are looking to see how this plays out. And I know ETH is one that we really want to watch, right? Let's just see what's happening here. Look at that. Okay. Let's see if this really is doing that. You know, I don't know if this is what's really happening here. Right? Come on down and then fire up. I don't know what's happening here, but I do know we're going to watch this because everything is really, really heavy on support. And the thing about it being heavy on support here is that the RSI has been pushing down in certain areas. So this is the 1 hour, and look at the RSI. It's trying to get back and stay above the 50, but it's reeking around that area. So we're really trying to watch. And I hate talking about TA live like this when it's, you know, right at the market open. You're expecting it to go down. You see a lot of things hitting resistance, especially with the way everything closed yesterday. So that is what we're trying to pay attention to. I got one more for you here. Algo had some big news. Did I open up Algo on another chart? Yeah. So Algo had some big news yesterday. We'll go over that in the news section. Partnering with FIFA. And if you guys don't know, I think Ecuador, Bitcoin runs on Algorand in Ecuador. Is that Ecuador? What? No, not Ecuador. I forgot who just in Argentina. I forgot who announced it at the Bitcoin Miami conference last year. This is now you know I'm not a huge Bitcoin person, but I know the country that uses Bitcoin right now is running it on actual Algorand because the Lightning Network is having issues. So another announcement yesterday happened for Algorand. We see this high low here run up to the 3.414, back testing and coming all the way down 1, 2, 3, looking 4, and maybe finish 5 at 65 cents. If Algorand decides to come back down here, that would be a good place to look for a long right here to get back into Algorand. So we'll see. In reality, it's 62.4 is the best place to get in, but we'll be flipping this area right here. See this? Let's actually just come right down to here. This is their area. Just like we back tested on Netflix, Amazon, all that. This is the same area, except in crypto, it happens much faster. It is Argentina. Thanks, Dragonfire. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Just saw that. Yeah, it is Argentina. So this is what we are looking at. Again, we are sitting on support movement down. Like, see how this is the 2.414? I know you can't see that, but this, you might be able to see that. That right there, I bet you can do if I do this. There it is. See that? 2.414 right on resistance or support, right on the downward channel across the board. So it's make or break. It is make or break right now. And if this does dump down, hopefully it's fast and it's furious and it just gets us out of here. But if it does break down, the targets for Bitcoin are in the $31,000 to $32,000 range. In reality, the main target is 30,500. Do we want to see that? No, because if that happens, you know darn well, XRP and everything else is going to follow Bitcoin. And normally if that happens on the day, like during the time frame, we have to see this breakdown. And what are we seeing in the NASDAQ right now? It is breaking up and over. See that? Boom. And that's what we want to see. That is beautiful. That is wonderful. And as long as, again, the NASDAQ holds this area, this is where the NASDAQ needs to hold. If this holds, NASDAQ is heading to 19,000. So we'll see how this closes for the day in a couple days. If this closes, it's a NASDAQ long in a couple days. Waiting for some confirmation that this is going to hold what we want to hold, which is a pretty big deal. Outside of that, guys, I don't think I have too much other TA for you today. Overall, let's look at the Dixie. Let's look at the Dixie real quick. Where do I have the Dixie? Oh, it's the Dow Jones. Okay, nope. Where do I have it? Is it on the buy alerts chart? Yeah, let's see. The Algorand did not finish that move. It came all the way down and said, forget you. We gone. Look at that. It just broke straight through. Now back testing, looking like 66.2. Pretty simple. All right. Where did I put? Don't remember now. I'm just going to have to look for it. Okay, this works. It's not the main chart, but this works. And what bothers me here is we are actually broken over that. Like, just put our head over it. Put that at the top. Look. Just put our head over it. And we might be getting a third rejection. See, green. And so we need 3 to 4 days of rejections right here. Okay, we need the Dixie, really, to start this in the next 48 hours. The Dixie needs to start this direction in the next 48 hours. Why? Because normally when something is holding or under, right, above a point for 2 to 3 days, there's normally going to be more continuation in whatever direction that is. So we can get the Dixie here to flip over and roll back where it's supposed to be. And what do I mean by supposed to be? that if you're in the crypto market, we want this down. We went with this down, down, down. I don't like here. I would like XRP on the hourly to finish back up inside of this at 61.6, maybe back in 62. So I'd like to see the daily close above 62 cents today. Okay, XRP needs to close on the daily above 62 cents today. Now, here's what happened yesterday. The daily was 7 p.m. close, and it closed right at 61.9. Like right at 61.9. It whipped around over 62, but we need to close above 62 cents. Do that, hold for the rest of the week, and then I can see us starting next week. Now, will there be a pullback over the weekend? We'll see as we get closer and closer and closer. But we are watching these levels, and I repeat again, watching these levels to see what happens in the Dow Jones, in the Dixie, and in Bitcoin, because all these levels itself, I'll zoom in one more time, and then I'll get out of here. That area right there, that 2.41, that has to hold. I'll flash again. As you see it being pushed down, that has to hold. So if that doesn't work out, this is the way we're going. Breaking back below and heading on down. So we'll see if crypto and the NASDAQ has it. The market makers that be, are they tired of taking our money? Is people shorting so much now that they're making up move? We will see. Besides that, guys, this is the end of Long Sum Short Sum. I'm your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned in to Christ in Crypto in the Morning, and this is the first section. So do your social media thing. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe. Tell me in the bottom, in the comments, dude, you're really good at TA. Dude, you suck at TA. Dude, no one's good at TA. Dude, we don't care. We just like what you do. Let me know below. Engage with me. I appreciate you because the engagement is getting this rolling, rocking and rolling. I appreciate you so much. That is the end of Long Sum Short Sum. I'll talk to you guys soon, and God bless. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, you know, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.